Hey.
Welcome to another podcast with the gang.
Yo.
Gang.
Yo. One,
Yo.
2, 3, 4. This is almost a 4 podcast.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Flip is back on.
I'm back.
He's back.
You
We
feel me?
couldn't get rid of him.
They couldn't get rid of me with the gang.
Couldn't get rid of him. You know.
Yeah.
I like these stickers on the back of your computer.
Appreciate it, bro. It's a long journey of getting people stickers. You know, back when I was stickering up everything. We got God damn it, Gary, I almost forgot your name. I was like, why can't I remember Gary?
No, that's cool,
That man had a long night.
I'll never
You
forget
good?
Gary, bro. My mom used to date this dude named Gary, and I did not like him.
Yeah.
And as of recently, I met a dude that looked just like him, and I don't like him neither. Because he looked like him. But you know what the thing is? Back in the day when mom used to date this dude, the only thing that I did like about him, he used to work at Perkins, and he used to bring home
Free
cheesecake.
meals.
Strawberry cheesecake was
Fire.
fire.
I'm not like that, Gary, bro.
Yeah, no.
I'm not
you just
like
like
that.
to punch windows.
No.
No. So, how was everybody's week today, man?
My week was good. Week was good. It was efficient.
Yeah.
I'm getting stuff done. I feel like I'm transitioning from like as far as the fitness and shit go, from where I was dissatisfied to now I'm being more chill. I'm being more happy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like it's not over. Obviously, I got a couple more weeks to go. But like now I can slow down. I can start prioritizing other things and stuff like that. So I've been doing a lot more like sitting down and planning and like doing thinking work instead of just like moving without just moving with like a haste. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So yeah, this week was a good week.
I can't wait to see my man hit his fitness goals so we can see him outside.
Yeah.
We got him on a record. We got Dang on a record.
We
this week.
made a song. That shit.
He was living his best. You'd have thought he'd been. I think it was on the mic.
He sent me a snap. I'm like, oh shit. I'm
That
like,
shit
bro,
was fun.
why the fuck ain't I there?
Soon
Like,
as he could hear himself rapping, it was over.
Yeah.
I was feeling the vibe for sure.
No, that's a good week, bro. Just
Yeah.
so you know. What about you, Flip?
Bro, man, it's
Flat
been
tires?
oh my god, it's been real productive. But you know me, I'm always dealing with women issues and
Yup.
like I said, that's been hindering me. But I'm
Distractions?
Distractions.
Distractions?
We should talk about distractions today.
Distractions is a good one too. That could be.
Distractions,
Yeah,
yeah.
That
that's
is
a
My,
good too.
my
That's a
man right
definitely
here,
good topic.
I need to take fucking heed to him. To
All in all, what about you, Gary? How was your week, man?
My week was good. It was a blessed week. I just started a new job probably about 3 weeks ago at a steel factory, a union job. So
Congratulations.
that's a blessing. And speaking of like just distractions, I would say one of mine is definitely alcohol. So
Word.
I've been off the alcohol, but I learned my lesson. Like I just told G's, I was probably not drinking for like 2 months, and then I fucked around and drank one time, and that shit just didn't go. It wasn't. It just let me know I wasn't missing nothing, bro.
Word.
So
I
I got to get back on it.
Ain't it easier to just like be in that lifestyle of not drinking when you ain't drinking a minute?
Yeah, it is.
Like as soon as like you like come back, it's like easy to just be like, if you drink, you might be like, oh man, I'm trying to go party, blah blah blah. But like if you ain't drink for like a month or so, you like that shit corny.
Yep.
Corny.
You wake up. Then when you don't do it for a while, you wake up feeling a little sicker. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so yeah.
I was just talking to my man Colin. Before I go on this tangent, how was your week? My bad. I don't want to just pull away from this.
Other than that, week was great.
Word.
My week was good. You know, I'm trying to think back at how we started. You know, obviously we left off on the podcast last week. You know, I went down I really was just in the gym a lot.
Word.
You know, refocusing. You know, seeing some things that happened to my brother. Obviously, that was last weekend. You know, I had got some better news. You know, but really this week I stayed in the gym. I stayed.
You went out of town, right?
Yeah, I went.
Wait.
I went out to.
You just said you got some better news. So this
You know, with my
is
brother.
it looking good with your brother?
From what I see, you know, from what my mom was saying, you know, like he was saying that the situation might change, you know, like, you know, that it wasn't that deep as, you know, what they made it seem to be like, you know.
Yeah.
So that gives me grace, you know, knowing that when he does come home, you know, that I could really sit down and chop it up with him. Because before, we wasn't really chopping it up. We was maybe through text messages. There was a lot of forgiveness, you know, a lot of bullshit in between. And maybe there was definitely times I could have just said, like, hey, listen, I can see what you posting, bro. You fucking up.
Yeah.
You know, but, like, and I can see where you going. Because I seen that with my other brother. You know, I always see things before, like, they ended up just crashing
Before it
out. But
happened, yeah.
other than that, bro, I've been in the gym heavy. I got to go to Pittsburgh for a little bit, see one of my dogs, but fantastic week as far as, just being in the gym, hitting goals, and just getting ready for the summertime.
Word.
The gym's better than medicine, bro. Like, honestly,
I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, I love the gym.
It is.
Hey, real quick, is there a hiss in any of y'all headphones?
No.
Like a beep?
Nope.
Cool. As long as it's only in my headphone and not actually in the audio.
Yeah.
We.
As far as, so go back to what you were saying.
So I was just talking to my man Colin because we got a year-long bet of not drinking,
Okay,
and if you do drink, you gotta shave like half of your eyebrow,
Oh, yeah,
and then
yeah,
the
yeah.
opposite side of your
mustache?
facial hair.
Yeah.
So you gonna look crazy. You know
Super.
what I'm saying? Super crazy.
Super.
But so it's like it ain't no way you about to just drink for no reason,
No,
We got little things that like allow you to drink, like if you are going out of town or if like it's a big celebration, whatever. But you got to get like approval from the other person.
From the other people. Yeah.
So but being in that, it made me realize like a long time ago I had this like mentality of I only drink when I'm out of town.
Yeah.
And for celebrations, right? And like I kind of forgot about that because you just get used to going out on the weekends and hanging out or whatever.
Yeah.
And then recently,
Especially in Erie.
Especially in Erie, ain't shit to do here besides.
They should appreciate it more. Drinking, like just drinking for special occasions and like it do.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I ain't drink since the first, but like now, and I don't be craving it, but now when I crave it, it's kind of like a signal of like
The first of this month? Or the
year.
the year.
The year.
So you ain't drink since the beginning of the year?
Yeah, we going the whole year.
That's awesome.
I'm going the whole year.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah. But every time that if I like I haven't felt like drinking this entire time, but if I feel like drinking, I feel like that's a sign of like you've been grinding, you've been doing whatever you're doing. Take a break. Go out of town. Go da, and then come back and what's the name? Like recalibrate. So.
And it's good to have people around you. Like if you're gonna have friends at all, you definitely want to have friends that'll keep you help. I know we don't need people to hold us responsible. We still men, but if you're gonna have anybody around at all, you need to have people around you that can get that out of you. Who can
100%.
Yeah, because the way y'all doing it, y'all making it a bet, but really y'all holding each other accountable. So,
Type shit,
so you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And like you said, can't nobody make you do this or that. Like it's your own accountability.
Still your choice. Yeah.
But the thing is, you know when your
Because I could drink and come back lie to y'all or something, or some shit like that. Like you know what I'm saying? Not saying I wouldn't do nothing like that. But so, somebody could.
Yeah, but I'm just going off of what you were saying, like in terms of like you got to do it yourself.
Yes.
But like remember when like your parents used to be like, if your friends jumped off the bridge, would you do it?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And we always were like, nah, hell no, because I'm my own person.
But we do it though.
The thing I realize is, even when you're a person who like thinks for themselves, the thing is, even if you don't influence me directly, you bring me opportunities.
Exactly.
So if I'm with you and you be on some positivity, building yourself up, just like grinding, making money, blah blah blah, just by naturally being around you, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna see you do like close on a housing deal. Now I'm gonna be like, damn, let me go get a housing deal. Or you gonna be like, yo, come with me. I'm about to go to the bank and we finna put in a business loan. Like I had my man Reese the one day.
Yep.
I was going to the bank because I was trying to put in a business loan. I'm like, yo, pull up with me. And he just pulled up and hung out. But like even I presented him with an opportunity.
Yep.
The same way like if it was the opposite way, say your man is a crash out and he always wilding, he always tripping, even if he don't make you punch on people.
He exposed you to that.
If he get punched or something, you just not just gonna stand there.
Stand there.
So
now,
so
you might end up in that. Yeah.
People will bring you good and bad opportunities.
I think not to cut you off, but to finish off how like my week was.
Word.
Going back because I couldn't think when you first asked me, I was like, okay, how did my week go? Because I couldn't remember exactly. The one thing that I took through all of last week was what we talked about, what you said last week on the podcast on saying no.
Say no.
That kind of like stuck with me all week. I'm not gonna hold you. Like I had like a lot of phone calls. We were talking about just about and bringing up business, and business opportunities, and for me to get on certain things with some of my brothers, and just people calling me and just asking me for dumb shit, and it was just like. The whole week, all I could think about was what you were saying. What you was talking about was saying no, and just and being okay with saying no.
Yeah.
Bro.
Even me this week after saying it, because I've been acting on it, but after you articulate something, it become even more real. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So like after I said it in here throughout the week, I started like realizing like because I was saying no to so many different things, my yeses were more quality. It's like,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I was more excited. Yes, I want to do that.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
like
yeah.
when you was like, oh, I called you. I'm like, yo, let's make a song. If I wasn't saying no to other shit, I wouldn't have had time for that song, and we had a great time.
Yeah.
So yeah, like no's is important because it make your yeses more quality, bro. Like that shit is.
I like that.
That makes sense.
So like I said, I wanted to say something about in the beginning of this podcast is what I think is important. Obviously, distractions too is let's start with Flip, for example. I don't know if you had any goals for when 2025 started. What was kind of like your goals for this year when it started? Where you at now? Have you reached any of those goals, or how you plan on ending it? Because honestly, we kicking it into the summer, like 26 is coming around. If you think about it or whatever, summer about to be here. It's like it's coming around.
Slow down.
Yeah.
We in the second quarter of the year. Y'all talking about the year about to be over.
Nah, I mean it's not, but it
be that quick,
right,
so
you're
if
right.
you seen that
Before
quick,
you know it, it's about to be.
It do be-
Summer is gonna fly, but
You know?
spring started 3 days ago.
So
on
where-
the 21st,
Where was you at with
So-
that? As far as goals.
Well, this summer, this is when I plan to like go full force with. I'm already like right now investing in 3 companies right now.
Word.
And
Do you want to
Working-
mention the companies or no?
well, I'll mention Broken Spaces right now just because we're getting the LLC right now, and like I said, I don't want to talk about it because we're not up and running.
Word.
So I can't give
Yeah.
too much.
That's why I asked, do you want to talk about it?
Yeah,
like,
no, as of right now, no.
Word.
But as soon as they're up and running,
Word.
and then I can plug them in, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, give us details when you're ready. Yeah,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But it's
But as
like,
far as like not even with like businesses, like personal goals as far as growth.
personal
like,
goals are just, bro. I mean,
Business is a
spiritual.
personal
Business
goal.
too. Yeah, business
yeah.
too.
But he's right though. But like the gym, bro, man,
Word.
is getting my health and you know what I'm saying, like being healthy, bro. Just in general, like that work. You as you know, the gym, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, everything, bro. Like that shit literally will help cure all that, or help at least moderate that. Like you know what I'm saying. Like
do you feel like as in because 2025 obviously or whatever wasn't that not that long ago, but it's going to December. Do you think you are further than what you expected? Are you right at the pinpoint? Or are you behind?
No, I mean, me personally, whether I think or I'm always gonna feel like I'm behind because I'm not there yet.
Okay.
Until I get there, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm still grinding, bro.
Right.
Like I'm working a 9 to 5 right now. I'm used to grinding, like you know what I'm saying. I'm used to grinding, bro.
You ever thought about have you ever sat down and be like, oh, once I get to this point, it's success? Because like sometimes. Like, it's people that's fucking doctors, got yachts and all that shit, and they like, man, I gotta, tomorrow I'm, So it's like, have you ever actually sat down and just like, yo, this is what success looks like to me? And then it's like, whatever you want to write on there. You ever do something like that?
Yeah, I have, but like success to me, it become, honestly, I'm a felon. I'd have been locked up, you know what I'm saying? So that hinders me from, like, getting really, really successful jobs.
Jobs.
It does, but honestly, who you know is better than anything on paper because who I know gets me in the door to everywhere. So
we listen, we don't judge.
You get what I'm saying?
TikTok, we listen, we don't judge.
You know what I'm saying? Like I get great job opportunities all the time.
But it will hinder you.
No,
Like,
it does hinder me.
To see that record, like nah.
People who would just look on paper and see like, oh damn, he got a record. They don't really get to know me. Once a person gets to knows me, or we have nigga, give me 20 minutes of your time. I'm like, I like that dude.
Yeah.
That dude got more, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That gets me indoors.
Last time when, like I said, you came in here, we talked, like we've been cool through the gym and stuff like that, but we never had a full-blown conversation. No. And after that conversation, I was like, yo, I like the way you think, blah, blah, blah. And I'm the one that brought it up to G's. I was like, yo,
let's get Flip on these.
Yeah.
I'm
like, you know, so you definitely right. Like, you got an infectious type of personality where you're a people person.
I am.
And you're more than just like your record or whatever the fuck.
For sure.
Yeah.
But a lot of people will judge you just off what they think they know about you. Like, a lot of people think they know me because of what they heard but until a person gets to know me, they'll be like, damn, that dude ain't what I thought. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah. That's a lot of people, though.
A lot of people,
but that's the thing.
Perception is crazy as shit.
Perception is fucking...
Yeah.
I think that going off into just off of what you're saying, that's the most important thing that I want to teach to my kids. Is
What's that?
That the moment you get in trouble, or the moment you run into the law, or anything like that, it will follow you. You know, like you know, it's almost like credit and all those other things. Is that what I learned? The biggest thing in my life is the moment I got in trouble, whatever, it stuck with me forever. You know, and they and this
regardless who you are,
they love to get you in the system. And once you're in the system, it's over. It's just going boom, 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 like family or whatever like that. So that's the most important thing I want to always teach my kids. Is like, yo, when you fuck up, it's gonna follow you, and it doesn't matter how, you know, and it's gonna. Bro, you know how easy it is to go into jail.
Yes, sir.
It's tough to get out and bounce back.
Word.
Yes.
You know, but that little piece of whatever, oh, you know, he did this, he did this, he did this. You know, like, just, you know, like, that's the thing I really want to teach my kids is, you know, like, just know when you fuck up, this is going to follow you forever.
Word.
I guess I heard that when I was a kid, but
I feel like, and I always make sure to speak about this. Because I know a lot of people, like, I grew up in poverty and in fucked up situations. My brother, he in jail for, like, he did, like, 13 to 40 or some shit like that. That's the time they gave him. And, like, all of my friends went to jail except, like, one or two. Like, you know what I'm saying? I grew up fucked up, but I was blessed enough to be able to see people make their mistake and then learn from their lessons. Yeah. But because I can, like, I was blessed with that, I feel like it's my responsibility to speak to people who don't see what I can see. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I always make sure to, like, talk to my people, whether they, like, out here trapping or whatever. I'm always like, yo, because we got this tendency to always think, like, yo, get a job, good job, da-da-da-da. That's why even when you were speaking right now, I was immediately ready to, like, recall on what you were saying, because you was like, once you get out of jail, it's hard to be successful through a job or some shit like that. And I only heard the first part. You were like, it's hard to be successful. And I was about to be like, yo, what you talking about? Because you could be an entrepreneur. I'm big on that, like entrepreneurship, because, like, no matter what type of record you got, whatever situation you got, blah, 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 other people might use that against you to stop you, to put a barrier in front of you that you can't come to the other side. But you can always be your own.
That's why I said it hinders you, but it doesn't stop you.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? It's like a roadblock.
It's like a roadblock.
You know what I'm saying?
But
can you get over that roadblock, or
sure.
you gonna let it stop you?
For sure.
And I'm like I said, I'm one. Can't nothing fucking stop me.
Yep.
My
you gotta have
optimism is.
mindset.
No matter what the fuck, like, ain't not gonna stop me from my grind or getting to where I want to get, bro.
You gotta have that.
A lot of shit slows me down, but I never let that stop me from. I know where I'm gonna get. I just got to keep grinding, bro.
Keep going.
You know
I know a nigga that came out of jail and within like 3 months saved $50,000 legally.
I be seeing them niggas.
you know what I'm saying?
They know what they on. Like that, you spend that much time locked up and shit. You come home, you know exactly where you trying to go.
Some people.
And
some people,
it makes you realize.
but
after being, it makes you realize, like, this ain't what I want. Like, do you want to be here for fucking another century of your life? Like, that shit is depressing and stressing.
I think that's what just going into like how I been moving this year. You know, is that's what I started my year on. You know, because my shit's real short. Like, my only goal this year was to be grateful. You know, like when I wake up in the morning, you know, I've said it plenty of times. I've said it in other podcasts. My only goal this year, the only goal that I set was to wake up in the morning and pray and make sure that I'm grateful and gracious, that whether I'm healthy or whether I'm sick, and praying every single day and not praying just when I'm fucked up.
Word.
That was the only goal. And obviously to be better than whoever I was yesterday. As long as I'm moving like that, then I'm completely going. And as far as right now, I feel like I'm ahead of the game. Word. You know, because I have stayed on that path where I prayed every single day. It might not have been every morning, but during that day, I prayed sometime or whatever. And I've been grateful, you know, because I was praying every single day that I wasn't sick. Then I ended up sick. And I was like, shit. You know, cysts in my face, eye, my shit. I was like, there is no way. And I was still waking up like, yo, I'm grateful. It is what it is, you know, because I'm happy I wasn't sick those days. Word. And when I get past this, I'm still cool. But as far as the person, personally, I feel like I'm becoming a better person every single day, some way afar, because I didn't have any money goals. Right. Obviously, I want to be rich, you know, like they keep saying I want to be rich as fuck, but like my personal goals are just to be better as a person in my relationship, in my friendships or whatever, as a business partner, as an employee or whatever it is just to be better than who I was last year.
And that bro, as long as I'm free and I'm breathing, my nigga, I'm happy, bro. Like, and that's just because I got, like I said, I got friends that's doing 25 to 50. Right. I got my two main homies, bro. One got life and one got 25 to 50, bro. Like they you know what I'm saying? So, and to talk to them every day, like,
That's the reason you out here gotta be.
You get what I'm saying? Like, bro, like I didn't see the other side, bro, and I don't mind. That's why I don't mind working a 9 to 5.
How about you, Dane? As far as your goals for this year?
I am like the fitness shit is I'm almost right there. I need like another 10, 15 pounds, and I'm gonna be 6 packs gonna be back.
Bro, there Saturday night, I seen him there. I seen you snap. Motherfuckers in the gym on weekends, bro.
I still don't think I missed a single day this year. Just and even
yet again, we gotta remember that. I gotta check that. I'm gonna check that for bro.
Yeah.
Make sure I'm like, well, you did miss this day.
Nah, so I got one at Crunch.
Yeah.
I got 3 memberships. I got one in Snap, Crunch, and what's the name?
Oh,
so
you all around.
If you pull that joint out, I'm gonna go to
pull it out.
EFN, pull it up, and then
on the computer.
Any one of them got a pool?
Huh?
Any one of them got a pool?
Nah.
Should have did the YMCA.
I want a membership with a pool, man. I want one with
The
a
Y is
The
only
Y, but I don't know.
I don't like the Y though. Like I never.
No.
Liked
I don't like the
Y
Y either.
for,
Too many
like,
kids and,
Too many,
and old folks.
I get
I mean,
it,
respect
yeah.
to them, but it's just.
Well, they need to start putting
For-
pools in the other fitness joints like Crunch. They should have put
They should have, yeah.
The upkeep is too much money.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
It's big money.
I like the Y for pool and for like basketball, but I don't
Basketball,
like the gym. Is
indoor.
what I meant. Like I don't like that workout atmosphere.
No.
Yeah.
But my fitness goal, it's going according to the calendar that I already drew up. You know what I'm saying at the beginning of the year. So I'm knocking that shit off. And then like my goals are set up to where they're like gradually over the year. So now I'm stepping into the second portion, which is the side hustle, making more money, saving more money. I just got a second job. I already I gotta like call him probably tomorrow and figure out when I can go in and get some hours and shit. But like I already got a second job, so that's more money. I've been saving crazy. Like each week at work, I will put away like $250 by the end of the month. That's $1,000. I've been trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm going crazy with my savings. I'm going crazy with the gym. And then the last major goal that I have for myself, and that's like, I'm going to say God willing, because it's basically automatic, but I'm going to say God willing because you don't know what can happen. The third goal is to get up out of the city.
That's going to happen.
Yeah, and that's but I like to say God willing because, like, if you say I'm going to do this for sure, God will test you sometimes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
I'm like,
At least you know that.
yeah. I'm going to keep that joint.
Gotta be
God
smart with
willing.
your words.
Yeah.
I'm going to get you a flat tire.
Yeah.
How you gonna get there?
Yeah, how you gonna
know?
get there? Now you need brakes. Now you need rotors.
For real.
Nah.
Somebody hacks your bank account, all the money.
It's gone.
You guys gone right before you needed to pay the security
Bro, I
deposit.
feel like God's
don't
always
say
getting
that.
my way, bro. Like, whether it's women, car.
You say God always what?
God's always, he's throwing fucking hurdles in my way, bro.
Word.
Like, just to see, am I gonna let that distract you? Am I gonna let that fucking hinder you? Am I gonna let that stop you?
Yeah. But I used to say this a lot, and I believe in this wholeheartedly. You never get more than what you can handle. You know what I'm saying? So like you would be like, damn man, a bird shit in your eye, and then this and this and this, and you like
A bird shit in my eye, you gonna die. Shit in my eye, you gonna die.
Shit, my eye, you
No,
gonna
but
die.
I'm saying though, like
Yeah.
you would get all this shit right up to what'll make you like crash out, like crash out, not just
make
all
you
the
wanna
way.
give up. Like, yo, what the fuck? I can't handle this shit.
yeah.
Like,
But these
Train
little stupid
crash.
shit that's happening towards you, all these little things happening, it could be like a lesson for what's coming tomorrow.
Yeah.
You might need to get your anger right before something happens 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
So you get a little bit of micro like struggles. So then when the big struggle comes, you're like, oh, brush it off, you know.
Yeah.
But if you never had those little struggles all the time, you might have went to jail for life.
that's what
I
I
can
always say.
relate
I
to
always
that.
say
You
you
know?
gotta learn how to lose first before you could win, bro. Like,
Yeah.
if you ain't took no losses, how you gonna win? Like, because unless you just get it handed to you,
Yeah.
but then you're not gonna know the struggles that it took to get to where.
Nah,
You
facts.
did, you know what I'm saying?
Losing is actually a prerequisite to winning. Because if you never lose, right, you never even attempted. You never tried. You never moved
You know what
forward.
I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, like, if you never lose, you never have an opportunity to win.
Right.
Yeah,
I want to
that's a
chime in
fact.
on that, bro, because I had a whole bunch of jobs where, like, it was jobs where I fucked up, I was late, wasn't showing up, whatever.
That's me every day.
But it was probably pretty much the same amount of jobs where it was like some type of discrimination, whether that was because of racism or just because my personality was too big or too great for somebody else whose personality was they liked them, mine's is brighter, whatever. Like, But anyways, like it's a lot of jobs where I learned from them jobs because I've gotten fired from jobs instead of doing my due diligence and like going above their head, or like this is the stuff we got to teach our, like y'all saying, teach our kids, like other avenues when racism and other stuff do come into play, or discrimination, because then you know what to do. But if for me, I didn't have people there, my father, my mom teaching me this stuff, so I had to learn it by like trial and error, or like cussing a person out, damn near about to hit this person. And I'm like, okay, damn, I got fired from the job. He still got his job. You know, I'm walking home, you know, my ex-wife, she asked me why I did it. I'm like, I've been dealing with this for months. She ain't trying to hear that though, because it's ways to go around it. Especially as a man, I should have been like, dang, I still gotta, okay, all I gotta do is document this stuff, take it over his head to HR.
Still got a job.
Right way.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm talking about some for sure stuff I could have probably sued the job for.
Yeah, there was stuff you could have did, but you didn't know.
So now at jobs now,
Mm-hmm.
they can't get it out of me, bro. I might be flared up inside, like turning red smoke, but I just won't give them that satisfaction.
I want to smack people. I want to smack people all the time, bro. Like I get it, bro. But like you said, just controlling our emotions.
So how
emotional control is super important, especially when you're a man, bro.
Exactly.
So just bouncing off that, yo, just going in like your goals that you had at the beginning of this year, how you feel about it now?
Bro, like, okay, so my goals this year is definitely, you know, bro, more than anybody in the room, like my living situation is kind of choppy right now.
Right.
So savings, to piggyback off what he said, savings is definitely something that I'm definitely have to do and that I'm currently doing since I've been working and stuff. I just got a good job, so that's the first part. Another thing is just humility for me. Like I feel like I'm already a humble person, but I feel like, you know, because of choices I made personally and just because of, you know, my childhood and stuff like that, all that bunched up into one, like, you know, it's like a lot of stuff that I need to, like, basically I could say this, I allow life to knock a lot of that humility out of me, like, to the point where I feel like I had to be a little tougher, or, you know, you try to blend in with the world. I'm just a good-hearted person, so that don't mean I got to harden up my heart just to, you know, like, I feel like fit in with the world. Like, you still got to know how to keep your distance. But I feel like somewhere along the line, like, my heart got a little tainted. My purity, basically. Like when I go back to me at 16 years old, even though I was still going through hell, but I was still pure. I was, you know, people could hate on me. But then it's like the older you get, sometimes, you know, it's like moths, bro, that it'll start to really eat at you. Like,
I think
you know what I'm saying, bro? Like,
just with, you know, just to bounce off that, bro, like, since I've been around you in the beginning of the year, I feel like you definitely at a better place.
Yeah.
You know, from when you was calling me at the beginning of the year, and just what I know about you and being around you, you know, like, definitely even now, even seeing you today, that you in a better place than where I seen you at the beginning of the year, and that's always good, bro.
Yeah, so it ain't like I really give credit to God. Like I'm a firm believer in God. Like,
'cause they only take these steps, bro. I know you feel like you're going through a lot of shit right now, you know, and I know that personally, you know. But like these are the little steps, and that's another reason why I wanted to bring you up here.
Yes,
sir. I know a lot of guys don't know your backstory, but like that's the reason I wanted to bring you up here. You know, but like you this is where it kind of start. You know, as long as you got people that want to bring you up and want to see you do better. You know, and see you get out of that bullshit. You know, it take these little steps just to get to that. You know, as long as you stay on that, bro, ain't nothing else you can't fold.
I got a question for you.
Yo.
Once you exit living in survival, right? And that's not just physically living in survival. That's like spiritually, mentally, all that, right? Because like you can have a bunch of money and still be living in survival.
Survival, yeah.
So like once you fully get out of survival, right? Like now your finances is good, you got peace, you got all of this stuff. What do you want to be doing with your life? Like
me personally, I would be trying to help other people get to the point of getting out of survival as well.
What does that look like?
That look like giving people the tools to do it, or telling them what I did to achieve it, or what sacrifices I had to take. Yeah, bro. Like I would definitely I want to be a counselor right now, but more for the youth.
What kind of counselor?
For youth, for
therapy or like.
Yeah, like a therapist. Yeah.
Okay, word.
For trauma.
Badass kids.
Badass kids, bro. Yeah, I was a badass kid.
Me too. Yeah. You ever try to apply at like Percy's house or Harbor Creek Youth Services?
No, I never have.
Do it, bro. I literally was hired on, bro. I didn't start the job. I should have.
The closest I got to
it. Did they make you a therapist, or what did they make you?
No, I was just gonna be like the person there like watching the kids pretty much just like
interacting.
But you are you're not.
You are though.
You're a mentor. You're a
Yeah,
mentor.
yeah.
Cause you from the when you from that shit, you know, like you from the streets and you been through your group homes and all that other shit or whatever,
Yeah.
yo, and you get around kids like that's what I say. Like
They're
I get
like
around
us.
kids
They're gonna be able to help.
Like us,
Who better else could help them, bro?
Exactly.
And I ain't gonna go all the way. Everybody been through something, whether it's abuse, had an alcoholic father, whether he was putting his hands on you, maybe he's putting his hands on your mom. You know, whatever the situation is, like everybody done been through something. Like, and some people actually haven't. I guess like they probably never seen that, but from where I'm from, that's normal. You know, so like. You know, I would want to help them kids, like, and let them know, like, what I did to, you know, overcome it. Because I've seen some of the same kids that were in my same position, going through what I was going through. They drugged out, they in jail or dead for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a cliche thing to say, but like that's exactly what the outcome is.
Cliches only exist because it happens so frequently. So it's like when people be like, "Oh, it's cliche."
It's a cliche.
It wouldn't be cliche if it
didn't happen all the time.
Didn't happen all the time.
On the
yeah.
daily. But yeah, and another thing, just so I ain't taking up too much time too. Really, I'm on some.
Don't feel like you. You got all the time you need as we speaking. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel like you're like impeding or whatever. Because if what you're saying could be super valuable to people at home.
No
you know what I'm saying? Because earlier I was talking for a long time and everybody was quiet. Like, talk freely, bro.
No.
Do your thing, yeah.
So like one thing like that's hard for me too. I'm a people person.
Word.
So one thing that I need that God is showing me, and just interaction with people is showing me, is I need to be on my monk shit, like where I'm separating myself from, secluding myself just until to build myself up,
get back grounded.
to get back grounded into my purpose, get back grounded into. Like when a man is by himself, bro, that's when you evolve the most. Like that's when the best thoughts and creativity come to your mind. So, and I know that for a fact. So I just need to, separate myself in a sense, not completely, like where I'm a recluse, but just, separate myself, humbling myself. Even the situation that I'm in is actually a blessing because it's pushing me. I had to leave my sister's house and live where I'm living now to get a job, and then now I can save in the position that I'm in. I might not be staying where I want to stay, but I can save my money. I don't have to depend on nobody. When I get out that situation, I can say I did it, and I can just continue forward. Get me a crib, get me a car, and just it's really I'm really in a humbling state right now, but I'm grateful for the humbling state that I'm in right now. So.
Right.
I'm not mad about it or bitter or like, oh, I'm in this situation. No, this situation is building up a fire in me because I'm like, you know what? I got to get out of this situation. Like I want to get out of it. And especially the fitness stuff, bro. Like I'm really, bro. Already know
bring him to the gym.
I might be naturally fit, but.
You don't work out at all.
Talking about
you the only thing I know that don't work out but be busy. I'm like,
cardio crazy.
Come let me know. I got you.
He got crazy genes. That means he got crazy genes. So if he like really lock in, he could be the biggest person in the gym. You know what I'm saying?
Or a coach, a workout coach or something.
We had a ball
you want to do that?
I would love something like that.
Bro,
I love act. I drive.
We hiring trainers right now.
Y'all play basketball too, right? Do y'all?
I used to. I got bad knees, so I can't play no more.
Well, this is my basketball buddy right here.
Yeah,
and I just can't get enough of stuff like that. Act like
you got a lot of energy.
Adrenaline, helping people. Like even if I can help an old lady carry her stuff to her car, I'm happy. That makes me happy, bro. That type of stuff really get me going for real.
Look into jumping in that fitness lane, like all the content, like creating fitness content and teaching people. Because I started like this. This is the third time I'm gonna be shredded. And I went fourth time that I went from like being fat to fit, right?
Yeah.
And the first couple times I just documented on some Snapchat shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, today we in the gym, we getting right. Oh, this is the work. I put my joint on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Today we doing burpees, and I'm in here doing burpees. I'm doing pull-ups, and I'm just talking regular shit that I talk to like I'm talking to my friends. I'm like, yo, you gotta stick to it, stay committed, eat healthy. And I'm not thinking nothing of it because this is who I am in real life. This is how I talk to people.
You're not pretending.
I like encouraging
being
people.
yourself.
So I'm being myself. And then nobody was really saying nothing in the beginning. And then I kept progressing, kept getting better, kept getting more fit, kept getting whatever. And then I went shredded. And a lot of people were watching the process, but didn't say nothing until I got to the end. And then when I got to the end, niggas is like, damn, bro, like, you motivated me to get to the gym. You made it, da-da-da-da. And, like, so I say that to say, like...
You never know who watching you.
You never know who watching, and you could start with as simple as just, like, doing what you do anyways. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, sometimes, like, you would just, hey, I'm in the gym. I'm getting right. This is my workout today. Like, 10 people could take that workout that you put up there and actually do it and never say nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's crazy. So, like, yeah, if that's something you're interested in,
bro,
that shit is
and the gym
profitable.
alone, bro. I swear, I've met so many good people from just being at the gym. From like I said, real estate agents, tattoo artists, mechanics.
I was just telling you,
nurses,
barbers,
doctors, barbers,
engineers,
barbers.
It's like a web effect.
That's who cut me.
Yeah.
We
all from the gym.
Dapper
Basically, I mean, like,
I
know you from the gym. I already knew Dame, but we always be.
Bro, we started working it. That's how, bro.
So y'all all up
started working with
y'all all up
together.
at Crunch right now. Gotta remember.
Right,
so they sent me a text message.
Don't worry about that, gang. Just holla at him. Come, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
As long as they need to rewind select.
I got you, bro. I got you.
All right, let's say no more, cause I'm in there. Then I mean I'm in there. I'm in there.
Yeah. Like, remember what I did last week? When I tried to hard to join. That was funny.
But like I said, gang, we're all in there every day. I see these dudes every day, bro.
You know another thing I thought about too, real quick, when y'all was, cause I've been listening to y'all talk, and I just been kind of like remembering a couple of things that like. So when you was talking about success, and he said like, what do you classify, or when you get to a certain point, what does that look like?
What's your idea?
I feel like success is different for each person, and I feel like it's just like your purpose. If you're never gonna feel successful unless you fulfill your true purpose. You can have the most money, you can have the most women, you can have the most, and you might just have one woman, but she might be the baddest woman in the world or something. You know, she might cook for you, but then there's gonna be still something inside of you like, dang, I'm really not doing what I'm supposed to.
Not content.
Yeah, exactly. Like, so
that's why I said, like, I specifically made sure
has
to
no
ask
limits.
him, I specifically made sure to ask him, what's your idea of success?
Because
his and yours and mine
could all be different.
Are gonna be different.
Yeah.
They're automatically gonna be different. They can be close. You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone generally wants financial success. Mm-hmm. Everyone generally wants a happy family, blah, blah, blah. But me, you know, I might want 2 wives and 7 kids.
Exactly.
You might want 1 and 2 kids.
I want
3. I only want about $100,000 a year. He trying to be rich. We talked about this two podcasts ago.
Yeah. I'm trying to be rich as fuck.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's why I said, what's your idea?
That's just like when I ran into Bob Sanders' parents. I said, why don't y'all move with them? But they said they were content here.
Yeah.
Erie, you know. So.
Yeah. That's why I think it's super important for everybody to write down their own individual thing of success and not based off of anybody else. It's like, why? Well, like, I talked to this girl a long time ago. She used to work with me at Mindful Brewing in Pittsburgh. I asked her, because I'm big on, like, entrepreneurship, making more money, freedom, financial freedom, freedom of time, shit like that. So I was talking to her. I'm like, yo, what you want to do with your future? And she was like, I don't really care. As long as I get me a husband that take care of me and I got really good relationships with my friends. And I'm like, that's beautiful. Because you don't got to want what I want, but that's beautiful. She's 19 years old when I was talking to her, right? Yeah. She knew exactly what she wanted. This bitch was still in college, like, going through the motions. She like, I don't even give a fuck about this degree. I'm going to be good in the future. I just want good friendships and a good husband. I'm like, that's valid.
Yeah.
To say it, and she said it not wavering, bro, confidently. I just want good friendships and good husband.
I think she was telling the truth.
She was the absolute truth. The absolute truth. That shit is crazy.
But that also is for, like, she's like, I don't want to say limiting herself, but like a person like me, like, I'm just never content, no matter how good I'm doing. I just there's always more or better that I can do or I can be.
That's exactly why I asked you, what's your idea of success?
Yeah.
Because like, if you're forever chasing something, then you're
financial freedom is a success to me, because money is the root of all evil, but if you got that bread, you can do what you want.
You need enough not to struggle.
Want.
100% you need enough not to struggle.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
It's just like what you value.
And I don't care about being rich, but as long as I'm financially, all my bills are paid, I got what I want, I could do what I want.
Word.
My bills are paid.
You know who with that?
You don't even want financial freedom. You want freedom of time.
Yeah, time is
that's really what it is.
Is the most like, fucking valuable thing.
If you could go out throughout your life and not have to work and everything is taken care of and you just cool and you creating whatever, that's not financial. I mean, that's financial freedom technically, but that's really freedom of time. That's why when I say I don't really care about money, $100,000 for me is a year is like after your crib is paid for and your car is paid for. You have an amazing life. You can take a trip whenever you want. You could do so much, and then
That's what you think until you get there. I've been there, bro. Then you like, damn, I need to touch it.
But no.
Listen.
Let me say this real quick. My bad. No, because I right now don't make $100,000, and I love my life.
True.
So like I know any more than a couple $100,000. I don't think money isn't gonna change me. I've been the same person all my life, but it's gonna change how people treat me.
100%.
It's gonna change
That's
how other people receive me. And I really don't want that. I like J. Cole's my favorite rapper, and I love that like this nigga be on a bicycle and he be going to neighborhoods and interviewing people that are in the struggle still, like
real nigga.
You know what I'm saying? And like being able to remain a normal person is super important to me. Right. That like you so on that you start treating people like they're objects. You're like, you know how rich I am? When I see people talk like that,
humility,
I'll be like, that shit is so corny, and I don't ever even want to be challenged by having too much money. So even if I make $1 billion, I'm gonna like a lot of that. I'm gonna use it to help people, and I'm saying this now. I don't know how it gets in the future, but I'm gonna try to maintain normalcy, like a regular life. I want to be able to come in here and talk. Hey, Jim, how's your weekend? I want to be regular, bro.
I think we touched back down. Even me and Flip talked about it a little bit. I think last week and that's what I had posted a tweet about it. Is after we had that conversation about you was talking about 100,000 and I was talking about being rich as fuck.
Word.
Mm-hmm. I think when I went back through that week, I was thinking about it a lot. I was like, what's so weird is like, okay, it's my car, for example, right now. Mm-hmm. You know, I got a beautiful car, you know, but for some reason, I'm fucking over it, you know.
You were
like,
saying that, yeah.
I'm like, I want a Hellcat, you know. But when I get that Hellcat, I get the Hellcat, then I don't want the Hellcat no more. It's like and it comes from, I don't know how y'all grew up, but how I grew up or whatever. You know, maybe not having everything that I wanted or whatever. I don't think I think a lot of people never find true happiness when they're always craving the next thing. You know, that's why I like that you said, all right, I just want 100,000. I'm cool with that. Whatever. And when I get 100,000, I'm not gonna. I need 200,000. I need 300,000. Whatever. That is, if you get it, fine. And that's what's sad with me the whole year. It was like, damn, I'm chasing all these other things or whatever. And really, the only thing I really want to chase is the person I'm gonna become. Yeah. You know, as the mature person. But I don't want to continue. I want it. That's what comes back to being grateful. Is that everything that I have now, I wanted before. Yeah. And now that I got it. Or whatever, it's the same within the podcast. It's like now I'm like, now I want more and I want more and I was like, I need to find.
And you said it already as you were speaking. You said when I was a young kid, we didn't have this or that, and it made me want that. So like, I think sometimes we'll like there's a difference between happiness and pleasure, right? That so pleasure is something that you gotta continue increasing on. You know what I'm saying? You drank 4 beers. Tomorrow you gotta drink 5 because that 4 ain't enough. You smoke a couple blunts, you gotta smoke more. You fuck 3 bitches, you gotta fuck 5 bitches.
Always craving the next.
Pleasure always increases, but happiness, you could do it over and over, and you got the same sense of appreciation for it all the time. When you sit with a real friend outside until 3 a.m. on summer nights, you could do that 10 nights in a row, and y'all be dying and loving it. Or you got a girl that you really vibe with, you really care for her, you whatever, and y'all building, and like, you know, everybody here has been in love. That shit feel way better than having 6. You know what I'm saying? Having one girl that you like excited to do shit for, and like that shit is way better than all these bitches. So it's like sometimes we will try to solve for some other shit without realizing it. So like you be like, I want all this money,
right.
It could just be a byproduct of, like, when you was a kid, you didn't have it, and you hated that feeling, so you trying to get away from that feeling.
I also think, you know, because for a long time, right, like, I come from a family that moved around a lot. Mm-hmm. You know, high school to high school, school to school, you know, house to house or whatever. Yeah. So I found later in life, in my relationships and in my jobs, I was quitting all the time. I was quitting. If it was bullshit, I was like, man, fuck it, I'm out. Yeah. Relationships over here, I'm packing my bags up, I'm gone. Yeah. And I'm down there in the street, I'm like, why I just do that? I'm always running. And then also I had another conversation last week with one of my brothers, is that I found for the longest time that I was chasing the same girl in every girl. You know, like, and I feel like a lot of, and you bring these, I don't know if y'all can relate, is that whatever girl you ever had or whatever that you was fiending over, the girl that you really liked or whatever that played you, because it always seems like there's a girl that we like that always plays us. And if these days I want to find, I told my friends, I said, hey, find someone that fucks with you, not more that you fuck with them or whatever. Because it seems like you going after something that you like or whatever instead of somebody that fucks with you.
Or
somebody
equal.
People say, I got a type. Or whatever. Yeah, you got a fucking type or whatever, and it's the type that always plays you. Yeah. Whatever. But I found out, I was like, okay, they say, I always like the stripper, and the girl don't want her to do this, and it's toxic, it's bringing me bad energy, and whatever. I'm obsessed, and it's just the chemistry or whatever the case is. That's what I was going after. And regardless of every girl that I found or whatever, I wasn't happy till I found a piece of that in somebody else. I'm like, oh, I got a piece of this. I was like, she's similar in that way or whatever. Same arguments and shit like that.
Say that again, like that little piece.
This is like a little.
It could be anything.
Like, maybe she look a tiny bit or whatever. Maybe
her hair's a little. Her shape.
So you were saying like, as long as I
her
get
mannerisms.
a little bit of my type, I'm cool.
A little bit of the girl that fucked me over. A little bit of the girl that I really fell in love with. And for a long time I was like, I'm going after people that, even in friends, I'm going after people that aren't good for me. Word. But I just want it. I'm craving. And then when I find that piece, that whether she looked alike or she gave me the same type of shit, I'm bringing her the same fucking problems that I gave to the one girl that were having the same problems. So I had the conversation, the moral of the story is that going off that is that I find that a lot of people chase what they already have had instead of finding, something that's new and it's brand new and it's actually good for them instead of being what they're so fucking used to.
Comfortable.
Girls,
so it's like
now can I say, like, my problem, I feel like, honestly, I know in my mind, in my heart, in my soul, like, I feel like I know what I'm doing. I know where I'm gonna get. I feel like I'm that nigga. But at the same time, I feel like I chase girls that are too good for me. Does that make sense?
Too good, as in like
as
what?
In like, career wise, like mentality wise, because like for a long time I was that dude. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. But as I'm getting older now, like you said, like everybody wants that girl here, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what's crazy? The way I operate,
your face just you tell me. I can't wait.
The way I think when it comes to girls, right?
Yeah.
My perspective on it is, because you was like, I feel like no girl is too good for you. I feel like no girl is too good for me. You know what I'm saying? I get anybody I want with enough time and energy.
Yeah. Exactly.
Am I willing to put in time and energy? That's all it is, But the way I think about it is, it's like, I'm not holding the girl that I'm talking to the standard of who I am right now, but to the standard of who I'm gonna be.
I know.
And my max potential. So like if right now I talk to a girl who is like
you can't explain that to them, though.
just further ahead in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, exactly. She got her body right. Because we care about different stuff than they care about. But, like, she look good. Her body's right. She is, like, submissive and blah, blah, blah. Like, all the stuff that we like. Like, she's caring and she takes care of us and stuff.
Like a keeper, gang.
And, like a super keeper, right? And I'm doing good in life. I'm fit. I got money. I'm funny. I got good social circle. I'm a leader. I got a lot of the good stuff that's going in life. Yeah. But I'm not, my money isn't what a lot of these 6-figure girls that you're asking for and blah, blah, blah. Like,
he need to make $200K a month.
Yeah.
Right. She's X'd out off the rent.
Yeah.
So you go digger.
No, yeah, but go ahead.
Yeah. So like I'm not in women mind compared to men, I might not be like up here. You know what I'm saying? And she is up here in like how men view women or whatever. I still feel like
I ain't about to shirt myself.
I still feel like I could get her, and it's my right to get her, because it's like who I am right now isn't who I'm gonna end up being. You know what I'm saying? I'm a growing man, so like my standard isn't based on who I am right now. Even if I'm like say my job ain't right and I'm like I'm fat and I'm whatever the fuck, right? I'm still judging you based off of like I'm really him, like you said earlier. I'm really him.
I'm Timothy.
So yeah, I'm Timothy Johnson. You know what I'm saying? So like I be feeling
what did Franklin Snow say at the end of
Snowfall?
At the Snowfall, he says, "A chocolate nigga like me, and I can't keep a bitch." he dugged out.
Yeah.
You seen that?
Yeah. I didn't see that, but I know what you're talking about. But yeah, no. So like when you be like, I be going for girls I feel like are too good for me. she not too good
That's
for me.
what I don't.
I'm just
I
not
don't.
there
I don't
yet.
feel like they're too good for me. But it's just like in a societal view.
Yeah.
Like if on paper,
Yeah.
if somebody looked, they'd be like,
Maybe
yo.
they're making you feel like that.
You
The
get
way
what I'm
they
saying?
act.
But no, it's not even how they act. I'm just looking from a
Sometimes, though,
societal
yeah,
view.
yeah.
Yeah,
They stuck up or something.
But a bitch will. I'm gonna totally judge you off how you act in general. No
100%.
matter how your career is, I'm judging.
100%.
I'm judging you off our interactions. Like
Yeah.
I deal with women all the time, so I'm really good dealing with women.
Yeah, we know.
And you know how they say the good ones are always
Listen,
taken.
after
Is that
give me a
true?
10-minute conversation,
Nuts.
I'll be able to read you right from there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And I'll know whether like
You know what's crazy though? I feel like
bro, no.
I feel like a lot of times we be thinking like, oh, you gotta be this guy who got like social motion, or you gotta be like clout or money or whatever, and to keep the bitch. But I think what really keep a bitch like I think what really make you irreplaceable is the intangibles. But
100%.
But they can't see that until
Intangibles
You still gotta have both though.
both. Say now.
You gotta have the financial and the intangible. You know what I'm
You
saying?
do have to have both, but like sometimes you could be so like me, right? I'm the type I approach you anywhere. I approach you at church. Hey, how you doing? What's up? I just saw you from over there. I approach you at Walmart, at Wegmans. You know what I'm saying? And like
Come with me.
I talk to a girl who's like in her mind is out of my league.
Yeah.
But then she vibe with me and she see my energy and my whatever, and I get her. And then she'll see like I had 3-4 girls tell me like I'm the best nigga they ever met. I didn't have the crazy bag, and I'm not like popular like a drug dealer. I'm popular, but not like the drug
Like
dealers
that,
in the
yeah,
city or whatever.
yeah.
You know. So it's like and them girls, what had them stuck isn't the amount of dollars or
it's
the whatever.
personality,
It's the
bro.
intangible.
It's
I'm a real
100%.
genuine ass nigga. I got good
Your
energy.
vibe,
A
bro.
lot of y'all out there
your
might not
vibe
even
is
know what
everything.
intangible
Yeah.
means.
No, for real.
Because I don't even know that. I'm over here like, tangible.
Intangible is like
Intangible is the shit that you can't hold.
You can't
so
touch.
like your
Spiritual,
vibe,
like
yeah.
spiritual or something.
Your vibe, bro. Your
Okay,
vibe in
relax,
general.
relax. All three of y'all know what it means, and I don't know what it means.
No, but listen. Let me tell you what it means. So like your intangibles would be like
You got it, nigga.
You got a crazy work ethic and like tenacity with your work.
Yeah.
You just start instead of waiting. You like to reach out to people. You like them shits.
Personal,
If-
bro wants more.
You're
Personable.
encouraging.
It's like the things that you can't quantify. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can't buy. You can't buy.
it.
You
It's
can't
like
you
love.
can't you can't have 50% personability, or you can't have 100 genuineness. It's like you can't put it in numbers.
Your style, nigga. Your music. Those are
Yeah.
intangibles that you get what I'm saying.
Tangible is like I got
Your
$50,000,
personality, bro.
I got
I get what it means now. Like, I got it. Like, you don't need to keep going. Like, nigga, I know what it means. Y'all know what that means, too. Like,
word of the day, nigga. We teach
Word of the day,
we teach them at
intangible.
home too. You
I
know.
said, God damn, like, nigga, I know you gonna go on and on.
We can boosting, bro.
Y'all just giving out compliments now. Like, I take the compliments.
Dictionary.
I said, let y'all go. Like,
Right, he had to stop us like, hold on,
he's
hold on.
motivated. He's working.
That nigga knew 4 minutes ago. He like
He
keep
did.
going.
Keep going.
Word, what else?
I'm gonna stop him now.
God damn, that even made me look dumb. Like this, they were like, this nigga don't know intangible.
He got intangibles.
You get intangible. You
You
get
get
intangible.
Nah, for real though.
Yo.
So you're a superhero. You're a superhero.
This nigga, wow.
What is
Fuck
that?
is
I don't know.
You playing a song?
What's that? Sleep music?
That's not me. Is that you?
I said, what is that?
White noise?
Nigga, it's your shit.
Yeah,
That's
that's the
sleep
go home
noise?
alarm.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
My boy Ace, he used to say this. He was like, "You your own dad." I'm my own dad. I be
Yeah,
saying
you
my
set
own
alarms.
alarms and shit like that.
No.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Keep yourself steady.
Yeah.
Intangibles.
Intangible.
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 Spell the word.
ENTANG.
Don't fuck it up.
ABLES.
ABLS, yes.
Something like that.
Something like that. I was
Hey,
close.
Listen, 4 of us got one word together. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
I know it start with an E, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody say
Maybe
I-N.
Maybe it's I don't know. I'm smart, but I'm bad with spelling.
It's I.
Why you Googling?
INTANGIB.
Say no, say no.
My phone. I just did it at the gym. I'm so.
Today?
No, yesterday.
Oh, that's horrible.
Bro, I had on a rack. I'm trying to make a video.
It's his fucking fault. He don't got a case. Blame it.
I know, bro.
No,
Stop,
that's
bro. You
horrible.
just stop. I know.
Hold responsibility for your actions. You don't have a case. You deserve a fucking broken phone.
I
learn from me.
accept that.
Yeah.
I accept that.
Niggas be mad like my shit.
I'm not mad.
You too.
I'm upset.
I ain't mad though.
Oh,
I'm pissed.
He said,
I'm
he said, I ain't
I'm
mad,
being
yeah.
real
nigga,
humble.
unless you don't
But
know.
I do get mad though.
What?
But it's
Buffalo.
because I knew I should have got that damn case.
Okay.
Oh
Apple
yeah,
store.
no.
What?
for real.
East
Mad
Ave.
at myself.
Go to Stop and Go East Ave. My man fixes everything.
Word.
He got God for everybody. He like fucking Lil Durk.
Yeah.
I know somebody that.
Well, I just
I
gotta-
really do though
Hey,
for everything.
All right, this is a good question, yo. Just wrapping up. Who do you think is going to come home if it was going to come home? Lil Durk
Lil Durk for
or
sure.
P Diddy?
Lil
Oh.
Durk.
Lil Durk.
Lil
Lil
Durk
Durk
for sure,
bro.
P. Diddy gone.
You don't think Diddy can come home?
He got
he
money,
shouldn't
nigga.
come
If you
home,
got
honestly.
money, you get them lawyers. You could do whatever you want. Look at OJ.
I
man.
want Lil Durk
But-
to come home.
But yeah, Lil
that's why I
Durk's gonna
said
come
that.
home just because he got the money.
He's
He
Lil
got
Durk,
the
bro.
street clout. So therefore, whatever they're saying, he can make happen in the streets, and he has the money for the lawyers
And
to
people could disappear.
legally fight. You see
All
what?
right,
He's
People
the
could
voice of the
That's what I'm
streets,
saying.
bro.
Yeah.
In the-
better
you know what I'm
question.
saying?
Who going to come home first out of these four?
Wait. Let
go
me
ahead.
answer before you
no,
finish,
Diddy.
right? I think in Hollywood and shit like that, weird shit happens all the time, and we're at a place where weird shit is being talked about, and like people are throwing up red flags. So somebody has to go down as an scapegoat.
That's 100.
All
that's true.
the white people were on some molesting shit on them islands.
Yes, sir.
After a week or two, they stopped speaking about
Jeffrey
it. You
Epstein.
feel me? But then R. Kelly, they made it a super big deal. Now P. Diddy, they made it like they gotta get rid of some people and have them fall on their sword for everybody else.
Fall on
And
their
they're gonna be
sword.
black.
That's
It's gonna
the
be
perfect fucking analogy.
P. Diddy's
Yeah,
going
it
down.
made
bro.
me think of
That's
some
what-
medieval
listen,
shit.
This is
Bro,
our shock factor.
I promise you, the lawyers and the judges were at his parties, bro.
Point
Whatever
blank,
lawyers
period.
he's going to, I mean, with the lawyers and the judges, I bet you the judges were probably at his party, bro.
Word.
Like,
Not
that's
real.
Word. But he gotta go down.
he.
All right, so look.
Somebody got
Who coming home first? Is it R. Kelly, Tory Lanez,
Damn, free
P.
Tory.
Diddy,
Tory Lanez got
or
10.
Lil
Tory
Durk?
dropped that. Did you hear he dropped from Locked Up?
I listened
That
to
shit's fire, bro.
Yeah.
First of all, what? Listen,
Free Tory.
that
That
shit's
shit's
free
fire,
Tory,
bro.
The shit is fire. I'm not gonna hold you, but why is niggas so surprised that he recorded some shit and it sounded fire coming from jail? Niggas been doing it.
I know that.
Niggas
but
get
so
everything
they're not
in
used
house,
to it though.
Tory
Like,
got out.
bro, I've been there with niggas with phones. Like, but they got
Niggas
access.
been doing it.
Rap Fame, all those apps. Like,
Now it don't sound like it would have sounded off in the streets.
No,
but-
hey, it's a nigga out in the
Well, at least he's still
he's an
perfecting
artist.
his craft.
Nah, for real. But it's
if
a
we wasn't
nigga
live right now,
out here.
I'll call nigga right now who got a phone that's locked up. Like,
I don't got Tory Lanez engineer. Tory Lanez engineer is the GOAT.
no,
We
they
know
just have the
that.
apps. Any music app that you can rap on, that's what he did it off of.
And we need Tory back because he was fucking the
But what he
was
could do is
fucking
he
streets
can
up before
record
he
it
got
on the app and then send it
He had
to
the
the
song for the
engineer
bitches.
and have the engineer.
Tory was fucking the streets up before he got locked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His videos, everything he was doing, like he was turning. Man, we need Tory back.
Bro,
But if it-
Tory went to jail because he didn't want to sign to Rockefeller.
Yeah.
Yeah. That shit is bullshit. Like, free Tory.
Yeah, if he would
But
if
listen.
had Jay-Z and them on his side, he would.
who's
he
coming
would go
home
for free.
first?
Uh-huh.
Tory, R. Kelly, P. Diddy, or Lil Durk? Who gonna come home first?
I mean, honestly, probably
Durk or Tory?
Durk.
No, honestly, probably Diddy, because I mean, I
R.
think he's
Kelly
gonna
looking
go
about
down.
to come home.
Is
You
he?
hearing
Talking
something
about-
that we
They
not?
talking about he come home.
Ain't that nigga get like a long ass time?
Yeah. You see? Did you hear the last Chris Brown remix? That nigga come home.
What happened?
You hear
What's
the
the
Chris
word?
Brown
What's the
remix that he
word?
just
No,
did?
I did it. What's the word?
What?
Because, like you said, they'll make people fall on the sword. But then once you get charged for something, it's not over. You can fight it through the. You send it to the upper
Appeal
courts.
process and
You can
shit,
appeal
yeah.
it, and like you said,
Who's gonna have the all right, another joint.
Who is the
Who's gonna have
government
the good
go-
case? Who's gonna have the because we know we're gonna be watching it this summer when Diddy go to trial and Durk and them go to trial. Who's gonna have the most
That shit's
interesting,
gonna
like
be funny, though, I ain't
O.J.
gonna
Simpson and type shit? What show's gonna be real popping? You know, like what's gonna be more fun to
can't wait
watch?
to see it.
Hey,
P. Diddy getting it.
I got this question.
Diddy.
I got this question after we talked about this. But which case was the funniest? But finish what you were saying.
Diddy.
The P Diddy case
Diddy.
off top.
Baby
Oh my
oil.
God.
Diddy.
No
bro.
Diddy. Like that
That's
saying was
why it would
going
be
for
funny.
a minute. Like no Diddy.
The R. Kelly,
I'm like, what the fuck?
motherfuckers was actually kind of sad
anything
when
with
my
Durk
man
is
when R.
serious.
Kelly went to
Yeah.
when R. Kelly went to jail. People was really like low key bent about that. They was sad about that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I was sad.
I was mad at him, but I'm like, damn,
damn.
not my guy though. Like
You feel
his
me?
music's still good as shit.
I don't know. Diddy is always gonna be the, because he just anything they got.
I didn't
Diddy
even
on
fuck
it.
with Diddy.
Diddy
I ain't
shit
gonna
is
lie.
already hilarious, and he didn't even go to jail. Like all the memes, bro. Did y'all see that one video? It was a dunk contest, and somebody went to dunk over him. And like they like.
Oh yeah, this is.
This nigga stood on his tippy toes and stuck out his tongue to try to like
yeah.
out of Diddy,
Lick his crotch. Yeah.
out of pocket, bro. That shit was so that's
Yeah,
probably the
Diddy was
funniest one.
underneath him. Yeah, while he was rising up.
Yeah.
Some
Do you think he was really slaying?
real
You
fruity
Yeah,
shit.
freak bowl. Yeah.
think he was really doing niggas dirty like
Yes.
He
Facts.
was.
that? Or they just dirting on his name?
No.
Bro, when you got all that power and money like that, bro, you want shit that you can't get, or you do shit that you shouldn't do.
Niggas was
Straight
telling
like that,
Diddy
bro.
stories before it was popular to tell Diddy stories. Swift went on the podcast on
seen
the
him.
Shop Talk, and he was like, oh, I came to this da 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 da. I think he might have been talking. I think he was talking about Diddy, but he was like,
Dame Dash
oh,
or one of them?
I came to the
Was he talking about Dame Dash?
I think he was talking about Diddy, but he was like, I came to the party and then like they tried to put something in my cup and whatever, so I didn't drink nothing for the rest of the night and blah blah blah. So like before it was popular to talk about Diddy being on some freak shit, and then Diddy be like, yo, why you don't never let me take you shopping, daddy?
Oh, I seen that interview.
Yeah.
I seen that podcast. Yeah.
What he said? He said, I like when you do it like that, daddy. I like when you scraping and scrambling.
And then they had him on recording.
On the Breakfast Club,
Listen,
bro.
listen.
On the Breakfast Club.
But they played the recording of him saying it.
He said, you know what he said?
Charlemagne,
He
I
said,
think.
man. He didn't have no answer. That nigga like it came out of my.
I mean, that's just how I
Look,
talk.
The funniest
he a
shit I
freak
ever seen
bowl.
before all this shit happened
Uh-huh.
is Diddy, when he was making the boy band shit or whatever, this nigga sent
the band.
all of them niggas all the way to wherever part of New York. They
Hours
get a
away.
Cheesecake.
They get a piece of cheesecake.
Yeah.
He said he gonna send us all the way down here to get cheesesteak on foot.
He did a lot of
That's
crazy
it.
shit on there.
Diddy fucked up.
He wild.
I been knew he was fucked up when he did that. That's when I
That was a
stopped
power
fucking with
trip.
him.
That was a power trip.
On making the band. The shit he used to do was like,
Yeah,
it
wild
was
boy.
weird. Yeah.
That skit on Dave Chappelle, the Making the Band skit, that shit
Oh
was
my
hilarious.
Oh, yeah,
God.
When
yeah.
Buddy got his shorty hit by Charlie Murphy.
That's the first thing I thought of as soon as he
Dylan.
Man.
Oh no, that's
I R.I.P. Charlie too. He was funny. as
Oh
shit.
my God, yeah.
He was
Hell yeah.
hilarious.
No one's better than Dylan.
Dylan. That would probably made up my whole childhood. The Dave Chappelle show.
Nah,
Man.
for real.
I just
What?
watched that shit like 3 days ago.
I remember getting
Now
fried.
they
I remember
just
getting
political,
fried and
but-
watching that, bro.
Oh yeah.
Best days.
Some
Funny.
He said I see that
some
baby
people
smoking
still
crack in
never
the
seen
corner.
it. That shit blows
What?
my mind. That and Boondocks. Some people never seen them. I'm like, how?
He said, he brought on one. He said, hey, what you doing out there, baby? He said,
Dave Chappelle, the
he over there
truth.
smoking crack and selling crack on the street. He said, yo, that shit is funny.
It took me 30 years to finally appreciate the Boondocks.
When he was in the doctor's office.
As an adult.
Yeah. You definitely got to be an adult. Like it's a cartoon, but it's like it's much mature. Content.
Once I hit 30 and I finally just gave the Boondocks a chance, I love that shit, bro.
He said the one episode with the booty band. He said, "Listen here, Chris Handsome,
Chris
I
Hansen.
want you."
I want you.
And I like shit. I like shit and I want shit.
And we can do this.
We can do this
easy way or the hard way.
He said
The choice
syrup
is
or
yours.
jelly.
Oh, man.
So,
He said, "You know what episode?" He said, "You know what show you on?" He said, "I know, and I didn't come here for the kids." He said,
Oh, man.
he was wilding out, bro.
Chris Handsome.
My favorite episode on the Boondock though, Crazy Wolf bitch. It's the bitch that did the karate shit, and she had Huey, Riley, and Grandpa in the bathroom, and they like, Grandpa, get rid of this bitch. It's when Grandpa was cracking all the hoes, and he ended up You ain't see that one?
I don't remember that one, bro.
Go back and watch it. It's the episode where they it's the Kumite.
Stink meter?
Stink meter's a good one too.
Oh my
yeah,
God,
Stink
bro.
meter's a good one.
So y'all know what time it is.
Oh, you about to freestyle?
I'm over here looking for beats. Just that.
You had a
anything
heartbeat.
anybody else had to say before I turn on
Oh,
the beat?
yeah.
You had a heartbeat, huh?
No, anything anybody else wanted to say before we get
Appreciate
up
you,
and do it.
Appreciate you for coming through.
No doubt. Appreciate y'all for inviting me, man.
For sure.
I enjoyed myself.
And then,
I invited you.
And
Oh, I
then,
appreciate you for inviting me, bro.
No, I'm just joking.
Hey, fuck you guys. Say no.
and then also we like I want to point this out too. everybody was talking about how blessed they are and like their relationship with God and stuff like that. So like shout out to, you know what I'm saying, being like people of faith and like, you know what I'm saying, God is lit for real.
I second
I
that.
don't pray all the time, but
Amen
I
to
pray.
that.
I don't go to church all the time, but I go to church sometimes. But I got people that hit me up every Sunday to go to church. And
Yep.
My Saturdays be long, bro.
It's about your own personal relationship with God, bro.
Yeah.
I don't go to church, but I love my
Facts.
connection with God. Like
Keep your God with everything you do.
Yeah.
For everybody out there, keep God in anything you do.
Yeah.
You know, like have faith and continue to get up in the morning.
Facts.
You know, 'cause the moment you stop getting up, that's when shit get fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Church is like the gym too. You'll meet great
It is
people
the
there.
gym.
Facts.
You'll meet great
It
people
is
there.
the gym.
Facts.
Now, I'm
It's the
wondering if you're gonna
doctor
let me
too.
play this.
Keep you healthy.
Facts.
Let me see if it even plays a beat while I'm on here.
Yeah, you had a beat you liked earlier. You want to share that?
Yeah, I mean, bro. You know, I just go to YouTube and
Word.
All right, what was the beat?
Send it to him.
I wish I had the record on here to play.
oh, my shit's dead.
When I finish it, it might be damn near the intro to these joints. So when I finish the joint, what's the shit called?
Play that Kodak beat. I want to see what they do with it.
Okay, yeah. What's it called? Again?
I know.
My shit.
Kodak type beat. I know.
Cold.
Oh yeah, you can't see your shit, huh?
My shit's done. You got charged?
I'm not even spelling it. I know I'm not.
Oh,
but I don't
Turn
care.
that
Kodak.
C into a K.
I don't even care. Mind your business.
Kodak type beat. I know.
Type beat. I know. I know you know.
I know.
I know. Okay.
Double time.
I found it for us. Yeah, because we already did our thing, so, I mean, y'all can start it.
Yeah.
Y'all can start it. Y'all know what time it is. If you jump on this podcast, you gotta rap. you gotta rap at the end.
And it's
Even
just
if your
fun,
rap
no
is
pressure.
whack, say
You know? Oh, this sounds good, too. Go ahead, Flip, it's on you. Then it's gonna be Gary, then either one of us.
Hey.
You know what it is. It's the